Y'all already know what it is. Salute, salute to all my generals, all my giants, all my kings, all my real men. Y'all already know what it is. Twin on deck. You know what I'm saying? Got a couple minutes to burn real fast. And let's jump into it. Now, on the last one, I told y'all I was going to pick up from when I was in Wyoming. You know, when the nigga Old Dog popped off on me. So when the nigga Old Dog popped off on me in the Beacon, feel me? So he got his shit off on me, he snuck me from behind in the Beacon, but I already talked about that. I addressed that. I addressed that in the older video. So if y'all want to peep that, go ahead, do you. It's gonna be one of the Rikers Island war story joints. I'm talking about the Beacon of OBCC. I got the revenge on him on OBCC. You know what I'm saying? So instead, you know, there's a couple of different things I could address or I could get into. But I figured, you know what I'm saying, I'll give y'all some real life shit that took place where basically it was like a real lit situation in the pens in Bronx Supreme Court. And one of the bros was putting work in. When I'm talking about one of the bros, it was literally one bro putting the work in. He was in a cage with 3-4 other dudes, all of them mittens. All of them was red ID, me included. But we wasn't in the same pens. Because at that time, he was adult, I was adolescent. We would all go red ID together, but we'll be put in different cages next to each other. So I already knew, because we was in the bus together, all of us in our single ass, tight ass bird cages is what I used to call them shits, just bird cages. And we all got our mittens on and shit, we all red ID. And everybody in there was affiliated some way or another. Even if you wasn't affiliated, you was affiliated. It was just that simple. And the war at this time, correct me if I'm wrong, is on 1,000. Feel me? So this is a little history for y'all too that don't know about the L.K.G set, Rikers Island. This set was originated, correct me if I'm wrong, and I don't think I'm wrong on this one. I'm like 99.9% sure on this one, actual factual. This started in the box. Actually, I know for 100% fact. One of the originators to the L.K.G set is King Vec. Another one of the official, one of the Supremas from L.K.G, which is like Vec also was like that, is King Face. We had King Bam. I don't know if he crossed over. I think Bam was bad boy at the time. You had a couple other bros. These gentlemen, let's say, took it upon themselves to put in that pain and plant that fucking black and gold flag for all the lions and all the twins that couldn't defend themselves. And for all the people that was just getting slashed left and right, that wasn't even affiliated, they was just getting cut left and right recklessly for no reason other than to try to get a set or to get status. And put in that pain. The odds was all against them. This is all facts. This is actual facts, 100%. Ain't not one homie in their right mind do not remember them twins or that era or when this was happening. And if they do, they lying. So let's get into it. One of the twins that I'm talking about is Vac. Salute to Vac. Vec found Jesus, I believe, and now he's a new man. God bless him. This man was putting in that pain. I used to look up to him, literally, like, what the fuck? He was smaller than me, skinnier than me, and shorter than me, and he had motherfuckers' hearts in his pocket, bro. He was a little fucking crazy chihuahua on steroids, bro. I swear. He was a problem, man. He was one of the ones that sometimes could fall into that category where he could get lost in the system and end up like crashing. And he ended up doing wild time anyway. He was putting in that pain and staying in the box. He was still popping. They even took over the Bing. They made history. They took over the Bing. Took over. I don't know all the details of that, so I don't want to get into it, but they took it over. He ended up like running around the gallery. A bunch of them. A bunch of them. I would have to really reach out to the dudes that was there because I wasn't in the building when that happened. But the other shit that I'm talking about, I was there. The dudes, we all put in pins. Vec is in the pins. We're about to come into a pins. Before we get into those pins, though, they take the adults out first, put the red ID into the red ID pin wherever they going. Vec is literally in there with like 4 bloods. And whoever else. It was at least 4 or 5 people in there. He was the only bro outside of me and some other bros that was with me, but we was adolescent. And then, you know, we just talking about red ID. I'm not talking about the general pop niggas because they separated from us. So we all in the box. So for putting that work in, like every single one of us was in the box for putting work in one way or another. So we already on point. We talking to each other like, yo, be on point. And he's like, yo, mad confident. Word for word, I can't say, but very, very directly. When I got to address him, when we was talking, like, yo, bro, you know in there with all these, and he's like, yo, don't worry about it. They don't know what they got coming to them, bro. We good. Y'all good? Like, basically, that's what he was like, yo, this is, and it's gonna get turned up probably before y'all get in. Hopefully, they got in here before I get into the cells. Because once I get in there, it's over for them. He's not saying it just like that. He's talking in codes and, you know, in slang where I already know what he's saying. So I'm like, all right, he good money. So I'm like, let's see what happens. Sure enough, bro. They took all these adults out. That's how we used to come out. Like this. Well, back then it was in the behind. Matter of fact. And then they'll move our shit to the front after. So it'll be from behind. With the mittens on, shit's all sweaty. Now the trick, there's a couple of tricks to getting out the mittens and being able to, just crazy. But I don't want to get into everything, but it's a couple of ways. Mostly it always depends on how tight the cuffs is on you and who's cuffing you. The other one is grabbing the mitten. Once you get your hand in the mitten, you grab the mitten, the bottom of it, and you just grab as much as it you can and crush it up in your motherfucking hands. And that's going to be all the slack you have for when they put the motherfucking cuffs on you. And the trick is to getting them to put the cuffs as high as possible. You know what I'm saying? Let's get it. That's experience. Knowledge. Fucked up jail knowledge, you heard? That's how you used to shake out your fucking mittens. Real talk. That was one of those techniques. So now, the bro gets in the motherfucking cage. Right? They get us into the cage too. Now, while we getting into the cage, they still putting some of the adults into his cage, and you see the bro Vec, he already on top of the bench. He's on top of the bench. He's jumped right on top of the bench. Boom, boom. Like, just gave himself an extra fucking 5 feet real quick, y'all. Don't look like 3-4 feet high. He just gave himself a couple more feet. Jumped up on that shit. Boom. Back against the wall. The rest of the people coming in the pins. We walking down. I'm seeing him in them cages. They on the opposite side. We going down, going towards the big pen. You know what I mean? They gonna separate us. And they already got escorted. They going in one by one, the adults that's in the box, into his pen. He jumps on the bench. Like I said, he already, little do they know that he's already in the process of getting out his mittens. Right? I'm walking by, like I said, we see each other. We already know what it is. He's like, yo, I got this. He's talking in Spanish too, a lot of Spanish. Because a lot of them ain't no Spanish, obviously. So I already know. Now he telling me be on point. Now, we don't got no homies that's with us where we go on this in the box. You know what I mean? You got them in probably in the population pens. But in the adolescent pens, it was a mix. You know what I'm saying? Before we get to the once they close, they lock them in. Wow. Everybody's in the motherfucking cell now. Picture this. You got this one skinny fucking 115, 20 pounds soaking wet Puerto Rican. And I'm talking about soaking wet, Blanquito ass nigga. My son used to he put that pain in, but he used to fucking chase that bag too. But like I said, he's a good man. He did a lot of time, but he was planting that flag. I looked up to him. He was an OG, one of the most respected Land Kings I've ever met, ever. You know what I'm saying? And the man got out his mittens. And the minute he got out his mittens, all you heard in the cells was the bloods that was realizing that this nigga was out his mittens and he had a fucking razor in his hand. Let me tell you, it wasn't nothing tough. It was not nothing tough that was coming out of any of them men's mouths when they realized that this gentleman who is affiliated and we at war with, and they was just keeping contents that these dudes was talking shit all along too. All along they talking shit. Like, yeah, they gonna do this, they gonna do that, because they know who they with. You know what I'm saying? We was all in the box together. We all know who's who. The minute my nigga came out with that motherfucking hand, I don't remember if it was a left, I don't remember if it was a right. All I know that he came out with something and it was real shiny. And I heard a whole lot of like, yo, nah, bro, it don't have to be like that, bro, chill. Y'all put that shit on my kid's life, twin, on everything that I am as a fucking man. Every single one of them homies. No disrespect, I'm not gonna say no names. Every single one of them, and they know who exactly the fuck they are. This is approximately 1997. 1997. Adults that was in the box. Homies. That was in the box in OBCC. Oh boy. They went to court in Bronx Supreme Court. That was Bronx Supreme Court. When the bro got his hand out, bro, and then all you heard was like, nah, yo, oh, CO. Yeah, CO. CO and a bunch of other different noises. A bunch of other noises that I can't even repeat or make up because it was just noises that come out of a man when they are helpless as fuck and bring the bitch out of them, bro. I heard it. I heard it, bro. I can't even repeat it. And these are facts, bro. Facts. Facts. Lit them up. Lit them up. Every single one of them in there. The CEOs, they don't even know what to do. They're like, what the fuck? And Vec is talking shit. Yeah, y'all ain't talking shit now, motherfucker, not. And he already done shot one. Now, let me keep it a buck. I missed something. You see, this is how honest I am. This is how honest I am. I do remember some more details that just came into mind. Actually, it's actually a crazy big detail. So, I actually saw more than what I was just saying. I actually saw a whole lot more. A nice little piece at least. And that's the piece when, remember I said he jumped on top of the chair on the bench? Basically, all you hear is chains. And when he was in there was somebody else. He just didn't jump on top of a bench, but there was somebody else in there that was already shaking. And you hear the chain shaking. Niggas trying to shake out his shit. He just in the cut. And we walk and see him. And the bros on top of the bench, like, yo, that's when he was telling me, yo, I got this. Why that's important is because that dude was trying to get out his shit also because he was strapped. This is why the Bloods was talking shit. Because they had a couple of days, but they thought they was going to be able to get out their shit and shoot Vec in them or try to get at us whenever they could. However, walking by the cells, there was always ways motherfuckers just try to slash you, bro. Literally. So, another dude goes into the cell. And this is when it kind of gets funny. Not funny, but real. Like, he gets in the cell with Vec. And he does what Vec does and jumps on top of the bench. And you hear him shaking too. So you hear 3 motherfuckers in there shaking. Now when the COs are coming, they stop. They stop. COs come in, they're like, what the fuck, what up? Maybe they say something, maybe they don't. They put the other motherfucker in the cell. Every time they go back to go get somebody else, or somebody else coming in, every time they motherfuckers move, or you hear the last one they got in there, none of these niggas got out they shit. And Vec shit was out already now. Now that's when it continues. Now, I didn't see nobody get cut because we was still walking, but I seen all of that because that happened very fast. That wasn't nothing that took 10, 15, 20 minutes to happen. That just all took place right in the process of me walking. The other dudes is coming in. These niggas is already in the cells, is all, and they're already trying to shake out they shit. And we're walking down, I'm looking. We got eye contact. Motherfuckers is getting out they shit. The CO's coming, bringing the last dude. We still ain't make it all the way down to the corner because it's a long walkway. You know what I'm saying? So I see all of this shit going on, transpiring until we finally get to the end. And by that time, Vec already got his hands out. You know what I'm saying? And after that, we walking in now around on the opposite side of the fence because there was always a gate or bars rather. I forget if it was like bars or whatever. It had a barrier separating us from one side to the other, but we could see each other clearly and hear each other. And then, you know, once you get to the end, that's when you got all the other pins on that side, and then you have the real big pin that's straight ahead. All right? Hope I ain't lose y'all. I know I've been sipping a little bit. I apologize. But in a nutshell, yo, nah, it don't gotta be like that. CO, help, oh shit, nah, chill, shut the fuck up, bitch. You wasn't talking that shit a little while ago, nigga. Take that, nigga. P. Diddy voice. Niggas was giving, wow, yo, bro, he woke up on the first nigga, the way he told me, because I got to hear the details word by word. He said, yo, bro, the first nigga he jumped on, again, I'm not going to say names. I'm going to be respectful, technically. I'm being respectful by not saying names. But if I hear any bullshit, I might say names. I ain't got no problem in saying that because these are receipts that come with this shit. So anyway, he said, yo, bro, I grabbed the nigga by his ear and I just let it go. Because now, mind you, when you get out one, if he has the police, they cuff you, play the biggest key. And with us, certain of us, we had a certain amount of respect that the COs knew. The other COs used to be doing funny shit that they used to leave our shits loose as fuck, depending on the CO. Vec shit was loose as fuck. Vec got that motherfucker. He had both his hands out to the point where he could grab a nigga by his ear while this nigga grown-ass motherfucker got both his hands. He could be 265 pounds. Now, motherfuckers be trying to move and all that and kick, but you got shackles on and you cuffed behind your back. This shit popped off before you even got your cuffs removed to your front. It's already on and jumping. He just grabbed the nigga by the ear and just gave it to him slow, he said, talking shit to the nigga. What words he said, I don't know, but he just hit him with the fuck up type shit. Facts. I know, yo, and he did him dirty. That's when the other dudes was jumping on top of benches and now they kicking. And those other dudes didn't get it as bad, but they still got touched. Because even though he still was shackled also. You know what I'm saying? And at this time, like I said, like, dudes was all bigger than Vec. Vec was a little ass dude, bro. He was small. He wasn't a midget, my nigga, but he was like, I literally want to say Vec was like 5'5", 5'6". 155 pounds soaking wet. 145 pounds maybe. Facts. Vec was a little dude, bro. Putting in that pain, my nigga. He hit all three of them blood niggas that was in there. Now, the first one is the one that got it the worst. The other ones, they got like a little scratch on the head. Probably got hit on the arm or the shoulder or whatever the fuck. Still, like, they got hit. And they shut shit down right there. Obviously, like, they hit the pin. You know what I'm saying? These niggas is wilding because he got both his fucking hands out. You know what I mean? But he flushes the motherfucking rays in the toilet. That was the way to do shit back then. Now, this time, though, they are charging you. Think about that. You are getting recharged. They just trying to start that shit right there. They started to charge people for cuttings. You know what I'm saying? That's 3 cases right there, my nigga. 3 in 2.5 seconds. He caught 3 assault charges. Let that process. In 2.5 seconds. And he was already in the box for putting in that work. At that time, I wasn't there. I had a case pending, but I ain't catch no case or do nothing at that time. He shut shit down. After that, it was like on lockdown, bro. 3 niggas just got cut. In Bronx Supreme Court, think about that. This is happening in the court pens. Not even Rikers Island, my man. The court pens. Sometimes the court pens, matter of fact, sometimes, most times, the court pens was 1,000 times more dangerous than just being in the island. You know why? Let me explain this to you. Because in those moments is when you, guess what? Not always deep and you dolo by yourself. By yourself. Maybe just you and the bro. Maybe just you. You ain't got 1,000 niggas up your ass now to protect you. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I remember this nigga. Yeah, that's the nigga that did this and said that. Yeah, that's when you can determine and differentiate and separate lying from a man, bro. Facts. I'm going to leave y'all at that, twin. Definitely going to have some more for y'all. I'm already passing the limit that I wanted to do, but had to hit y'all with that smoke. All facts, 100%. Latin Kings, gangsters, L.K.G was a branch of straight blood-sucking vampire Latin King niggas that was eating every homie that was in their way. No matter where you was at, you was getting got. You was getting touched. Facts. 100%, 360 strong. Y'all already know what it is. Peace.